Welcome to the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media Show, repping the greatest team of all time. Let's go! Bird Gang 31, he be the host with the most. We going deep, burning teams. They ain't nothing but toast. It's Senior Arrested. Sirianni put me in coach, running like Miles Sanders till I bumped my head on the post. Touchdown! Yeah, that's coming. Devontae's crazy route running. Jalen hurting them, throwing lasers. The Rager Young gunning. Come on! On the D side, we ride, sack him with Fletcher, lay him out on the stretcher. No one can protect you. Watch Darius lay him, shutting down your routes. Come on! In my green John, eating Philly cheesesteaks. Put up your cups, wings up, if you can relate. Tailgating at the link like Gangsta Stride. To the Bird Gang Nation, that's worldwide. On Sundays, catch the pre and post game. Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat the Man in Motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk, hitting like B-Dog, baby.
What's up? This is Bird Gang 31.
And this is JC EAGLESTALK.
Yo, and this is the midweek special. How you guys doing out there today, my guy?
Man, hey, I'm doing good, man. Hey, midweek, thank God it's closer to the Sunday. Hey, we got to redeem ourselves. So, hey, let's get into it.
Yeah, man, it's short week. You know what I'm saying? You know, short week with injuries. So I think we need to go ahead and jump into and see what's up with that injury list going on right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go.
So we got Mailata not practicing at all. We got Landon Dickerson limited. We got Epps limited. Johnson limited. Kelsey limited. With McLeod and Davion Taylor full participation.
Yeah, I mean, and the biggest one is, Kelsey, hey, this is just his rest, all right? So ain't nothing seriously wrong with him. So he just, he just a little rest, a little Veterans Day to rest. But, man, Mariota, man, another week without our left tackle. But the good thing is that Andre Dillard, hey, he stepped up. Anytime that you only hear a guy's name being called, especially against Dallas front, hey, he did good, and I'm proud of him. So, I might have a little bit of confidence because of that. So, hey, we'll see if he holds up again this Sunday, if Mariota can't make it.
Yeah, he made my hot take just go perfectly. My hot take was Dillard not getting the sack, not allowing any sacks for the game. I didn't really think that was going to happen, but he proved me right. My hot take came true.
Yeah. So
I know we don't want to talk too much about this game, man, because we're putting it behind us, but it is the midweek special, and we definitely got to talk a little bit about it, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and give our last little takes on how you felt the game went.
All right, so I felt that this game was a biggest disappointment. I've never seen a worse game as a Philadelphia Eagles fan. And not only did we lose to our most hated rivalry, we got blown out. We got beat, disrespected. I mean, I saw this picture of Diggs just standing over Smith, and no flag was thrown. No flag was thrown for unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, they're trying to just tighten that up this year. Nothing was thrown at all. Nick Sirianni was out-coached, complaining on the sideline, reading lips. It's always Barnett. Jalen Hurts, he looked lost. He looked scared. I mean, the best thing about this game is we got our ass kicked, and that's good because this upcoming game next week against the Chiefs, hopefully they show up. So now, if we would have beat Dallas in Dallas, we might have a big head going into this upcoming matchup at home. But we said the exact same thing when we lost to the 49ers.
No, what I was saying.
We said the exact same thing.
I was talking about, we need to lose that Niners game. So when we get to Dallas, man, we be all, head straight, ready to roll. But that was not the case at all.
Yeah, I mean, look, this dude named Hargrave, if he wasn't on that defensive line up front, this probably would have been a worse blowout than we think, because it's because of him that Dak Prescott fumble / interception to Cox. So Hargrave is the best spot, the beautiful spot throughout this past week. And that's the only thing, because everybody else done wet the bed, honest truth. I mean, there's
Hargraves and Sipos. Sipos is got to be the Pro Bowl punter right now. That guy is doing great things, man. The great things.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. And I showed this right here. Hold on real quick. So let me see something here, because this is so telling right here. This is so telling. Hey, pull that up real quick. And this is how this game went. It's like first quarter was 6 plays, 75 yards, right? And then another 6 plays for Dallas, 50 yards. And then second quarter, 13 plays, 65 yards, 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. A drive. And then the third quarter, 3 plays, 28 yards as an interception. And then the fourth quarter, 12 plays, 61, 6 minutes. Our defense was worn out. Anytime you see 13-play drive, 12-play drives, 8-play drives, and taking 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, our defense, besides Hargrave, I mean, I could say that they did good, but from the jump, they couldn't stop nobody. They could not stop the run. And I was so disappointed, because I felt like that week, coming into this matchup, that if we don't stop nothing else, the run was what we could have stopped.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that we did a great job. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not getting no A's around here. You know what I'm saying? No one gets that, obviously. But what I am saying is the defense need to get off the ball, but the offense need to have better clock management. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at that first half, we were only at halftime, we were only down by 13 points or something like that. We could have easily, kept in there. But whenever you're passing the ball at the rate that Nick Sirianni's passing it, the same old Doug Peterson passing game where you want to pass it, 40, 50 times a game, that's not going to work. That's too many 3 and outs where you got our defense back on the field, and they can do good the first couple quarters, but by that third, fourth quarter, you start seeing them. They start looking a little gassed out, Yeah. Even Fletcher Cox was down on the ground for a minute, cramping up and stuff because, it was just there on the field way too much. We got to stop this whole passing thing, man. We got to end it. You know what I'm saying? I understand you want to be, one of these elite offensive coordinators that have the awesomest play calls, in the league and things like that, but you got to realize to establish that, you got to establish the run first. So I think Nick Sirianni need to definitely do a better job with that. It's not looking good.
And also, Fletcher Cox said it in his post interview. He was sick all week. Really, he didn't really eat all week, so I could see how he was a little dehydrated and stuff like that. But our linebackers, bro, I thought when we got Eric Wilson, that we was going to be good at linebacker. That Singleton with his speed, with TJ Edwards, our best run-stopping linebacker, and Eric Wilson, just another fast guy, a tackling machine. Nowhere to be found when it mattered. Like every time the defensive line pushed up, the linebacker should have pushed up with them to stop people from running through those holes. So they look so lost. They always just stand back and wait for the running back to gain about 4 or 5 yards and then try to make a tackle. That's why there was averaging 5 to 7 yards per rush.
That's why I keep saying we need to go get a big thumper, man. I don't even
Ooh.
care if Howie gives away a first round draft pick, a second round
Oh,
draft pick. Yes, we need to get an elite linebacker that's a thumper. One of these big guys that's fast too, that can control the middle of the field, man. Like if you look at most good defenses out there, they got
okay.
that thumper at that linebacker position, and we need one. We can't
Okay.
keep going without it. You look at these linebackers, a lot of the times too, it wasn't that they were not getting to the hole, it's just Zeke was running them over. He
But
just kept running because he was
but
too
are we
big
one
of a hit.
linebacker away though? But are we
Huh?
one linebacker away from a Super Bowl contention? Because
But we're one linebacker away to help stop that run game and to help,
okay.
help out in our defense overall. Like if you have a good line, look at Michael Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Like he makes that defense even better. And he's one player. You
He
know what I'm
played
saying? The
and
rest of that defense
he's
would
an
have
edge
really.
rusher. No, we just need Barnett to step up. How about that? Because hey, Michael Parsons played rushing the whole night.
No, he didn't. He played linebacker too.
Yeah, well, I seen him a
They
lot on
moved him
rushing.
around he went both ends and linebacker in that game. I was watching where he was at. He played linebacker too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying in terms of like if you do got an elite, and I'm not talking about just any good linebacker. I'm talking about actual physical. If you think about all the good linebackers we've had, you got to go all the way back to Trotter before you had a thumper. And I'm not even talking about the first Trotter. I mean, the second time Trotter came. I'm talking about the first time Trotter was here. Before you had a real run-stopping thumper linebacker. All after that, we had some good ones. We had the Jordan Hicks. We had what's his name?
Kendricks was pretty
Yeah,
good too.
but those guys are all
DeMichael
small,
Ryan.
fast linebackers. They made the tackle, but they were still small. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I want a beast, like a beast to hold down that middle linebacker. Nowadays those Trotter type linebackers come a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? Like the times has changed where you are able to find some of these big guys that actually can run fast too. So we need to get one of those, whether it's a draft next year, going to Alabama, picking up Harris, or like I said, I don't even care if we have 3 first-round picks, or even if we only have 2 of them. Throw it out there. Go get you a guy like Patrick Queen. Go get you a guy that's just a big thumper period on somebody's team. Like how we need to make that trade, because without it, we have all these fast linebackers that they can do decent in coverage, but these guys are trying to tackle these people and getting ran over. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just literally getting ran over, and it's like I know there's not that many Zekes in the league, but there are enough big backs like Henry, Zeke, Saquon. We got 2 of them in our division that we got to play 3 more games with. You know what I'm saying? So we do need that thumper linebacker that we can go out there and we can stop the run. He can make his presence felt in the middle of that defensive line.
Well, in that case, hey, why not just go borrow a Jordan Hicks for this year then? Because he
he's
was
not
another.
big. That's the reason why Jordan plays like a big linebacker, and that's the reason why he does get the credit that he does get. But if you notice, him playing at that level is getting him injured on every team that he goes to. He keeps coming up injured because he's not big enough to be playing the way he is. He plays big, but he's not big enough to do that consistently without getting hurt again. You need someone that's not going to get hurt from it. Like he's a big boy. He can take a grown man down and not worry about it. Like it's not going to cause extra injury. It's not going to cause him to miss games, Like I said, like if you look at the White from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is one of them. You got Queen on the Ravens, like a TJ Edward type guy. I mean TJ Watt on Pittsburgh. Like those are big guys that are still fast. They can still help you out in the pass coverage, but they can lay that wood, man. You got to be able to thump on people.
Yeah.
And it's like a first round pick, especially if we end up right now, the way the teams are going, Miami, us, Colts, we might have 3 in the first,
top 10.
Yeah,
top 10.
We're in the top 10 right now.
I hope not.
If they don't bench Carson over there, we are going to have 3 in the top 10. That would be awesome, but suck at the same time because ours definitely don't need to be in the top 10. That definitely needs to stop. We need to win some games. I still feel like our team is too talented to be going through this. So, yeah, I do think if we went out and got a thumper linebacker, that would definitely help us out.
Or we could have a better offensive game plan to keep our defense off the field. So when they are on the field, then they can start flying around and making the tackles like they did the first 2 games.
Yeah, that's true too. Like I said, I'm not. The offense is the reason why I feel like we lost both games. Like, I don't really blame the defense for either one of those games. Even you like 40, what was it? 41 points. It's like, yeah, but if you're on the field, I think they did a stat. I wasn't sure if it was at halftime or in the third quarter where the Dallas had the ball for like 20 minutes and we had the ball for like 3 minutes. Like, that's not legit. That's not legit at all. You know what I'm saying? That's way too long for your defense to be on the field. And eventually they're going to get gassed out, and then you're going to start seeing scores come a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, look, these linebackers are so rare to find. So rare to find. I mean, I wanted Micah Parsons, but we also needed an offensive threat, and we got Devontae Smith. But we need the right coaches around these guys that we are drafting in order for us to see, the talent that they have. So. But a linebacker, look, I go for a linebacker next year, a cornerback.
There is a good one next year coming out from Alabama as a big thumper, Harris. Be on the lookout for him next year draft. But Howie doesn't like to draft linebackers in the first round. That's why I worry about that. It's like, yeah, there might be some there. They're always there. Look at JOK. We could have drafted JOK in the second round. Look at him. He's the highest grade rookie defensive player out there right now. We didn't draft him. Like, I love Landon, don't get me wrong. But I did want to see either Asante Samuels Jr. get picked to the team. You know what I'm saying? He's balling out over there in San Diego. Hadn't even led a touchdown, even scored on them all season long. I know it's only 3 games, but he's balling out. He got interceptions. JOK's dominating over there in Cleveland.
But JOK went in the third round. He went in the third round because
but that's what I'm talking about in terms of like Landon. Like, was he before our pick in the third round?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why everybody. When I was reading the article talking about like those are the 2 people, and that we could have gotten instead of Landon Dickerson. But like Landon's going to be good, and obviously right now we need Landon, so I'm not hating on him per se, but I'm just saying like we missed our opportunity to get a thumper, and even if there is one in the first round early, even with those 3 picks, I wonder if Howie would even use one of those picks on a linebacker the way he values them.
I don't know. Howie may not even be here next year, so who knows?
Yeah, that's true. This might be his last year. So let's pull up what we talked about with what the coach talked about bouncing back from this loss against Dallas. So let's see what he said here. Is it up? It's not going to play. It's not what he's talking about. He said, I think everybody needs to go about it in a way of being responsible for their actions. Quarterback Jalen Hurts said, I think, this is what Jalen said. He said, I think it's about the attitude that you have. It's about the actions you have. And I can't see it. This screen's too low. And go ahead and read that, JC, because my screen's far away. I can't even see it.
It's about the actions you have, and that will breed into belief and confidence, and you can execute the things you want to do. We're going to attack the situation we're in, and we're going to attack every day moving forward and continue to grow. All right, look, man. To me, the whole team been talking so much this whole off season. I'm just tired of this quotes. I'm tired of talk. I'm tired of all this. After a loss, look ourselves in the mirror. How many stupid mirrors y'all got? How many games, like every game after a loss, we all gotta go look ourselves back in the mirror. Look, I look myself in the mirror every damn day. I wake up and go to work and perform. So if every time you lose is the same things over and over, look, I love Jalen Hurts, right? But man, I need a little bit of rah in him, especially after a loss. Like, I don't want you to just sit there. Yeah. Hey, it's on me. I gotta get better. Come on, man. That's gonna get stale very fast, especially in Philadelphia. It's gonna get old. All right. So I need to see.
And even in the game when he was playing, I didn't like the fact it was like emotionless on his face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I do like you claiming you're calm, you're collective and stuff like that. But in certain those times, I want to see a little anger come out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be just throwing those picks and then anything you do is, You know, like I want to see some aggression. I want to see you fired up in the huddle. All right, guys, we need to get back in this game. You know what I'm saying? Hitting people in the head, telling them what to do. Like, this is what we need to do. We need to score now. You know, I didn't really see that with Jalen. And that's one thing I want to start seeing from some more emotion, some more passion for the game.
I mean, yeah. So, look, I don't even know what to say no more. I mean, the whole team is always talking about, hey, we all got to get better. It's a long season. But that's one thing I have to agree with them about. It's a long season. I'm not panicking at all. I'm not panicking at all. I'm not even worried. I've been a Philadelphia Eagles fan my whole life. I've been there, done that. I've seen teams. I've seen this team start 1-4 under Andy Reid and took off and end up 12-5. So 12-4. So I've seen it happen before. So I've seen it the past 3 out of 4 years. You know, besides the Super Bowl year, the following 2, we went on a hot streak. We had to win 4 or 5 games in a row, and we did that. So I'm not panicking yet. I'm not panicking yet till we are officially eliminated from the playoffs. I don't care if we are 1-5. I'm not panicking. It's 17-game season.
Yeah.
So that's 6
there's 14
games,
more games.
and there's 11 more, even if we're 1-5. I'm not saying we are now. I'm not saying that we are going to be 1-5. I feel like that we're going to beat a couple teams in the next 5 weeks or so, and at least have a reasonable record to be able to say, you know what? We got this. We could do this. You know, it's going to be okay. And that's when that confidence starts building up, and then our schedule just start getting a little bit softer compared to the first 6-7 weeks.
And that's what really scary. It's like the teams that we thought were going to be the easier ones are actually doing good in the beginning of the season right now.
Ain't none of them teams scary, man. They just play sorry teams in the beginning. All right. So, like the Panthers, who did they play? I think they played the Jets in there, and I think they played either the Giants in there, like one of those teams. So I'm not. There's no team that's feared that put fear in my heart. All right, the Kansas City Chiefs, they had the 32nd ranked passing a defense. They have a bad passing defense, and years before, you don't see it from the Chiefs being that bad. So they were unbeatable the past couple of years, but this year, look, at Patrick Mahomes, he's trying to do too much. You know, he's trying to do no look passes and throws, all that good stuff. Their defense is suspect. So every team could be beat.
Yeah.
Do you have the proper game plan in place in order to keep a Patrick Mahomes on the sideline and execute these little plays and stuff like that? So we're going to talk more about old Nick Sirianni when we get into the Chiefs. But he was trying to keep up, and I was exactly right. His press conference I listened to 2 days ago pissed me off. They kept on asking him, why did you have to throw so much? It was like, well, when we got down by double digits, I threw away the game plan. What? It's a third quarter, 8 minutes left. You down by 13.
Yeah.
You run the ball.
Yeah.
Like what? You don't have to throw away your game plan. I mean,
what happened in the first and second quarter too? Like, you know, we could have ran the ball the whole game basically until they pulled away in the fourth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just stupid. Yeah, like you said, that made me so mad when he said that. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, you didn't even run the ball at all. Did you not watch what Dallas was doing to us? Did you not see how that was wearing down our defense? You know what I'm saying? Every time Miles Sanders did touch the ball, it was a nice run. You know, that didn't motivate you to want to give him the ball more?
Yeah. And then he came into the game saying we have to keep up scoring with Dallas. And I said it before I even heard the interview. This has to be the reason why. He thought that Dallas was his high-power offense, and he was trying to keep up with Dallas. You didn't have to keep up with Dallas. All you had to do was keep them from coming on the field and run the ball. That's how you keep up with them. Keep them on the field. That's it.
That's how you beat all the good quarterbacks out there. You keep them off the field as long as possible. You know, run your RPOs, run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like even Zach Ertz was saying too, was like, well, you know, we can't be having these 3rd and longs. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier to have a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, you know. And he was talking about his penalty when they backed him up. But in general, it's just like running the ball, even if you only get 3 yards a pop. You know what I'm saying? Now you're at 3rd down and 4. You know, that's way better than passing and being 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10 because you're not completing balls.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, I could talk about this till we blue in the face.
But what did Nick Sirianni did say? I wanted to see that clip, what he was talking about there. Let me see.
I mean, he's basically talking about adversity. He was like, adversity is part of the NFL. He said, me in our weekly one-on-one interview, the Miami Dolphins in 1972. I don't even know what the hell that got to do with anything to me. Like, I mean, like, he's basically talking about adversity. You know, teams go through ups and downs. You know, number 1 team seeds 12-4, or you know, like they got teams that's 10-6 that get in the playoffs and 9-7. And
I want to hear that
basically
from my coach talking about 9-7, 10-6, and all this low stuff. Like you're basically saying, like, as long as I win enough to win a division, I can get us to the playoffs. No, man, I want to hear you talk about winning every freaking game we play.
But one thing he did say, though, you have to have mentally tough people in the building who are able to ride the highs and the low of the season. We knew adversity was going to come. We talked about it. When adversity comes, how are you going to handle it? What are you going to do? It's really simple for us. We're going to double down on the things that we know to be true, and that is connecting, competing, football IQ, accountability, fundamentals, and dog mentality. That stupid fundamental thing is about to piss me off too. We lead the league in freaking penalties. Like, we lead the league. We are on pace to be the worst team in the NFL in penalties.
Yeah.
How's that fundamentals? You got vets, Lane Johnson, false start, Barnett. This dude got 23 penalties and 19 sacks since he's been in Philadelphia. Yeah. 23 penalties and 19 sacks. That is undisciplined right there. Like the pre-snap penalties. You know what? In the whole pre-snap thing, we don't do it on offense. We do it on defense. All the pre-snap penalties and stuff like that. Yo, this whole right now, I don't want to hear no talk. I don't care about our accountability, fundamentals. Show me on the field. Show me on the field. I'm tired of it. Show me on the field, Nick. Show me on the field, Hurts. Like, talk is cheap. And y'all had all off-season talk. Rent is due. Fundamentals, accountability, all this surprise play calling, all this, no stick defense, all this stuff that we was hearing. We're 3 games in. Like, we almost at the quarter pole, and we still haven't seen anything yet. And the most undisciplined team in the NFL.
Yeah, and it's like, like, what were you hiding, man? Like, you heard him talk about that. I'm keeping my secret. It's gonna give us an advantage in our first couple of opponents. Like, it only gave us advantage in Atlanta, it seems like. So you not played your starters the whole preseason just for advantage against Atlanta, which was the crappiest team out of the 6, and we won that game. But now you're stuck with no new plays and you don't have no scheme to come with.
Yeah. Overall, I'm with you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, right now he's making me miss Dougie P, and I think that Dougie P wanted a new quarterback. I think Dougie P could have probably did very well with Jalen Hurts, and we seen it last year, his first couple games. He was balling out. Like Dougie P had exotic play calls. We was worried about Jim Schwartz last year. And Carson Wentz turn the ball over. But you saw when he got that new quarterback, he got that new energy back again. You know what I mean? So he was calling these plays, a whole bunch of bootlegs, RPOs. It was like boom, boom, boom. And now we like, is that really the same Jalen Hurts we saw last year against the Saints, against the Cardinals? Is it Nick Sirianni or is it Jalen Hurts? I'm not going to give up on Jalen Hurts yet. I think if Nick Sirianni freaking start calling better plays, we will see the exact same Jalen Hurts. His confidence will come back, and we all going to be like, oh, my God, maybe he's the guy. Even if we lose, but at the same time, you are seeing a 300-plus yard passing game. The running game is going 4 touchdowns, no picks. It's not the quarterback's fault. You know what I mean? So it's probably the defense fault, but it's not the quarterback's fault. That's the biggest question.
But you got to run the ball. That's it. Like, I feel like if we ran the ball, that would sort out a lot of these problems. All these plays that he's trying to throw out there, and do passing wise would be more open if you're running the ball and the defense has that. Even Jalen Hurts can run the ball early. If that's what you want to do to get them in rhythm, to get them feeling good about the game, you got to starting to move change. You got to start moving chains in the beginning of the game, whether it's running the ball or short passes, some screen plays. You know what I'm saying? You can't just scratch something because it didn't work once. You got to go back to it sometime. Run the ball. Do a couple of screen plays here and there. Run the ball some more. Do a couple of screen plays. That's going to open up the passing down the field once you get that established. You know what I'm saying? And I think that will help Jalen Hurts. So instead of having them doing like 10 and 15-yard passes all the time, why don't you start them out running the ball, doing a couple of RPOs, let that open it up, and then you can do a couple of nice completions to the backs and the screen plays. Or we heard about these running back screens. I haven't really even seen any running back screens. I've seen a tight end screen. I've seen Quez Watkins screens. I've seen receiver screens. But where are these running back screens that you heard Miles Sanders talking about all offseason?
I've seen one, I think against Atlanta, but yeah, I guess when we up, we could call all these exotic plays, but when we down, man, look, there's no play calling at all. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
To me, it felt like it was like the stage was just like too big for them. Like they walked into Jerry World, they're like, wow, I haven't seen a stadium this big. It's so awesome. Wow, the crowd's going crazy. Oh, they stopped me one time. Now I don't know what to do anymore. Like, what am I supposed to call now? What am I supposed to call now? No, man. Stick to your game plan. Play with some confidence and coach with confidence, man. That's one thing Jalen wasn't doing. Like, the way he threw that first pick, man, it was just like when it released from his hand, you thought that he knew what he was doing. It looked so smooth. He wasn't even in that much pressure. He just kind of like just flung it. But I've noticed he's starting to hang a lot of balls up there, like thinking he has, perfect touch on the ball. Jalen, make sure the ball gets where it needs to go to. I don't care if it looks like you're struggling. I don't even care about none of your mechanical situation. But lately, you've been trying to finesse things, and you're not a finesse quarterback yet. You can be there one day, but you're not there now. You just need to make sure the ball gets there.
But see, I noticed something, though. If he's back up, deep in the end zone, right? His own end zone. He could throw it. I watched that game from the 49ers. Like he could throw the deep ball beautifully. Even the one that Rager, called out of bounds, whatever. We was at the 50-yard line. So inside the 50-yard line, that's when he starts saying, oh my God, I don't want to overthrow him. So let me just throw it and hopefully it get there. It's like perfect throw. So he's trying to make the perfect throw. But when he was backed up, he just slung that as far as he could. And then Watkins just came right under it. So I think he don't trust his arm when he's past the 50-yard line. That's when he start being so scared. But besides that, before
he feels like his arm is so strong that inside the 50-yard line, he don't have to put so much on it.
Or he might overthrow him, and Nick told him, look, I'd rather you overthrow it than underthrow it. That's the right thing to say.
Yeah.
Overthrow him. See if you could overthrow Watkins and Rager and Smith. See that first. Once you start overthrowing, like, okay, now adjust. You ain't overthrowing nobody yet. Nobody. Man, you keep underthrowing Smith and Rager and Watkins. That you are underthrowing guys. So, all right.
Yeah, man. Well, let's just go ahead and wrap it up and start talking about these Chiefs, man, because that's starting to irritate me again, just thinking about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nick Sirianni, run the ball. Simple and plain. Your offense will work. I have faith in your offense. I think you're a nice play caller, but you're not setting up your plays. You got to start running the ball first. You see other teams do it against us. Take a book from another person's page. You're not there yet where your book is golden. Just your first year head coaching. And sometimes you got to try new things. And I think this game, he needs to go ahead and try to run that ball first.
Yeah. And that's my biggest concern. A couple of them. Because he's listened to all these questions today from the media. Do you trust Miles Sanders? Do you run the ball? So I feel like that this game plan is just going to be run. And then even if we get stopped, So so it might be run, run, run. He don't know how to balance it out, and that's a problem because he keeps hearing running, running all week. You know, he's listening to the fans, he's listening to the media, you know, other questions and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that he stay balanced and not just stick to the run.
To be honest, if he starts out the whole first quarter run, I'll be happy. I don't
Even if
care
it's
no more.
3
Like
and out.
we haven't seen that from our offense at all. Like not even this year, not last year, not no year, man. We haven't seen the consistency of running the ball at all. The last time we seen it working was when we had LeGarrette Blount and
Yeah,
Jay Ajayi. When they were running
Jerry.
the ball like crazy, they were actually scoring touchdowns, running the rock. It was looking pretty. And you know, that's why we're getting all these offensive guys, offensive linemen hurt. They're backpedaling 60 times a game. That's all they're
Yeah,
doing is backpedaling. When you're that big, backpedaling is probably not the direction you want someone that's 300 pounds. You know,
yeah,
not just me. And then you got these big defensive linemen plowing into you. You know what I'm saying? Ripping through you. It's like, who wants to do that? Why do you think these leg injuries keep happening with our offensive linemen? Because that's all they're doing is backpedaling. Get the linemen comfortable in the game. Every lineman will tell you they love running the ball because they can get physical. It's not so much catch. They're asserting their will on that defensive line, and that's how you get them all fired up and started. You run a rock, you know, they say we pop off a couple of 15, 20-yard run. Now that everybody's excited. The line's excited. The offense is excited. Everybody's morale is up. Then throw a pass. Okay, go back to the run. Pass. Okay, go back to the run. Like you got, like you said, balance. But this next game, man, I just want to run the ball. We got to keep Patty Mahomes off the field. You know,
yeah.
simple
But
plain. You know,
yeah,
even
we
though like
gotta be
we have
balanced.
shut down top receivers in tight ends in these first 3 games, and I do have to give that defense props for that. But we have not realized they have a running back, Hilaire, who had a pretty nice game last week. You know what I'm saying? He's not no, you know, he's not no simp for a running back. Like he's a pretty good guy, and if you let him run like Zeke and Pollard did, he can do both. He's a little bit of power. He's short and stocky, so he's a little bit of power running, but he's definitely quick. And I was watching the highlights from that Chiefs game, man. He was like going to one hole. You see him literally stop, switch over into the next hole, and he was gone. A couple of those plays, man. I'm like, dang, he's so shifty. You know, we'll get eaten up, you know, if we let these guys stay on the field for too long.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the best offensive team we faced by far. I mean, they got the best tight ends and wide receiver combined.
Yeah.
Like Blake
Harmon's
Jarwin.
good. Tyreek Hill's good. We keep saying we got a guy like Tyreek and Quest, but he's like Tyreek. But now we're actually going against Tyreek, and that's a big difference. You know, another thing we need to do too. Do what the Chiefs do too. They need to do more pre-snap movement. You know, to help Jalen know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we do enough pre-snap
But
movement.
talking about that, he answered it today, by the way. He said this. He's not going to do pre-snap movement just to do it. He's not going to do it. I listened to it today, his press conference. He says that, yes, when we have pre-snap movement, and he basically giving out his game plan. He caught himself, by the way. He caught himself. He was like, when we do pre-snap movement, it has to be a play that's connected to it. I'm not just going to do it just to do it. And then he caught himself. He was like, yeah, I don't want to get my game play away, though. It's too late. I heard
You
it.
said it.
I heard it, Nick. It's too late. I heard it. And I'm a fan. I'm not even a coach watching your stupid press conference. I'm a fan. I can't do nothing to you. But they could. But they could say, oh, watch it. It's going to be a play, pre-snap movement. Oh, Nick gave us the game plan.
Yeah. But that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Like I feel like now that he's a head coach, he like just forgot all the basic coaching techniques he had. You know, he should have as a head coach. You know what I'm saying? As a primary play caller, like you should know these things. Like that does nothing but help the offense to pre-snap movement. It helps Jalen Hurts read who's blitzing. It helps Jalen Hurts read is it man or zone. It helps the offense out before we hike the ball. You can still run the same play if you're like trips. 2 receivers to one side, call the play to the other side, but have them start out by lining up on one side and motion them over just so you can figure that part out. And the play still will run the same way. It's not hard. I feel like he's overcomplicating everything for himself.
Yeah, I mean, look, I agree. I agree. After I watched this interview today, I was like, hey, we'll see what happened, man. I mean, I feel confident until he showed me something else different on Sunday. I feel like that he's gonna come out there, get Miles Sanders involved, however way he can. He gonna get Gainwell involved, and he gonna get Devontae Smith involved, just like you talked about today. Hey, we need to, because right now I believe Devontae Smith have 13 targets, right, and 5 completions out of 13 target. And they asked him, I mean, are you worrying that it is something wrong here? He was like, no, we just got to get him, some easy throws, some easy plays. So hopefully that, that put a ding. Hey, wide receiver.
I don't even think it's Devontae. To be honest, I think we need to get Quez the ball. Quez is the only receiver out there jumping over people, making sure he catches this ball. He's the only one giving 100% when the ball's thrown his way. He's the only one to have over 100-yard games so far. So maybe just because we drafted Devontae Smith in the first round and Quez Watkins is a 5th rounder or whatever, doesn't mean that Quez can't be our lead receiver. Until Devontae can show that he can, break double coverage and, get open in his NFL league, not, wait for the ball to be perfectly thrown to you. Go get the ball like Quez been doing every time he gets the ball thrown to him. He just don't get the ball thrown to him very much, I think we need to release Quez. He's the only one that's been climbing up the charts, you know what I'm saying? He was the one that was 6th receiver all the way up to starter now, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a year older. He understands the league a little bit more than Devontae right now. It's not a slight on Devontae. If anything, if us giving the ball to Quez a little bit more would get him open a lot more if Quez is effective at it.
Well, they asked him, hey, do you think Quez should be on the field more than Jalen? He says, well, hey, we go with the hot hand, hey, the more plays they make, hey, the more plays they make, hey, the more opportunity. And I'm thinking to myself here, how many plays have Rager made? How many plays has Smith made? But we're not going to bench Smith, though. But how many plays? I thought Quez was the number 2 coming in.
Sure, he's probably the number 1 in yards.
Yeah, but on the depth chart, he was number 2.
Yeah.
So why is he on the field as a number 2? So I'm lost. This whole coaching staff got me confused. Like, he said to himself, hey, the more plays they make and the more opportunities. And I call BS on that. Because Quez been making these plays.
Yes. Every time he gets an opportunity, he's making the play. Like if you want to play that, let's feed the hot hand. Well, he is the hot hand. He's only getting 2 receptions a game. He is the hot hand. You're not even throwing him on the ball that much. Like if he is the hot hand, you got to give it to him as much as possible. Stop trying to feature Devontae Smith right now early in the year. You know what I'm saying? Let Devontae understand the game first. Understand he's not at Alabama. Understand that you have to go get the ball. The ball's not going to always come perfect to you. There's going to be, cornerbacks slapping your wrist and stuff like that. You still got to come up with the ball. The good ones do. You know what I'm saying? I want to see effort like Quez jumping over the dude, snatching the ball, taking away from him. If he's the one, he wasn't doing that in the beginning of last year, remember? Quez wasn't doing that. That's why he wasn't getting that much playing time. But ever since Quez started doing it, his numbers, everything for him has been better. You know what I'm saying? He's climbing up depth charts. His numbers look better. He's having a high average, catch rate average. What more does he have to do to say, hey, maybe I'm the guy right now? I might not be the guy week 6, 7. Devontae might pull it together by then. I might not be the guy then. But as of right now, give me the ball.
Yeah.
And you got to realize, too, if you start running the ball a lot more, guess what? Quez is going to even be that much more open because of his speed.
Yeah. Why not do some reverse, like put Smith pre-step motion and hike the ball, fake it to him, hand it to Sanders, or hand it to Smith because you've been running Sanders. Like I could put a better game plan together.
Yes. Right now, we all can.
I think we all can.
Embarrassing part of the game that I watched last week.
Did I go back to that game? Don't go back to that.
I have to. On this, just for this one topic, I have to. Was when an announcer called the play before we ran the play. He called it, and it happened exactly how he called the play. And I was like, what's going on? You telling me the guys in the press box know what you're going to do before? And if they can see that, I'm pretty sure they got coaches in the press boxes that can see that too. And for me, it just seems like Dougie P again. That's it.
Hey, look, Coach John Tay could be the offense coordinator. I'll be the defensive coordinator. You be the head coach. And we will turn this Philadelphia Eagles team around so fast. I'm a defensive guy, and I will bring it. I'm a Jim Johnson type of guy. Yeah. I ain't scared. I'm not scared. If the quarterback don't have time to throw, their receivers and tight end are irrelevant. We did that one time when we blitzed Maddox. He got half a sack, by the way. Maddox and Sweat came in.
Yeah.
I mean, right off the edge, boom. He got,
that was half a sack for Sweat. Yeah, because Maddox was there.
Yep. Half a sack for Maddox and Sweat, because that's the first time I saw a defensive back blitz and that got sacked. So,
and that's what I'm saying. We need some exotic blitzes. We should have more safety blitzes. We should have some corner blitzes. So, what do you call them? Oh, Madden, the outside blitz when you see the linebackers come around the end. We should have more of that, because the best part of our defensive line is the middle. We're getting all the hard rates. It's getting all this pressure up the middle. Cox, too. He's been playing some good ball, too. I can't hate on Cox. They're both playing some good ball in that middle, where that's where all the penetration is coming from. The guys on the outside coming. If you throw a blitz on the outside, too, they're not picking up all those guys. You're outnumbering the offensive line and the running back to the point where we will get more sacks, we get more pressure, and we'll get more turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, look, I would throw my play sheet away. I would like, hey, JG, I got this game today. And I just look, open your eyes. Look, I'm like, oh, we need to blitz this guy. Maddox, go. Or change it up a little bit. I mean, just change it up. You don't even need to look at your damn sheet as a defensive coordinator to see what's going on the field. It's like that they are so busy. Well, Nick Sirianni is like this with his little play sheet, and he's not watching the game. Like, he don't see that throw. Okay, timeout. Stop throwing the game. I mean, it's easy. I don't know how hard it could be, but these coaches trying to overcomplicate stuff. He was better as an offense coordinator than a head coach right now. So he was a good offense coordinator, and because we saw the running game at the coach. We saw,
that was one of the best parts about him. Yeah. Well, we thought that he was coming with that same. They had 3 running backs eating over there. You know what I'm saying? Until one of them got hurt, they had 3 of them running and doing some big things, man.
Yeah. Look, all right. So what's the game plan, man, going into this game? What do you want to see? Like what do you use? I know we all want to see the run, but if our running game, a little bit is not jumping off the bat, because we're trying to keep Mahomes off the field. So let's just say we get the ball first, and then the run got sniffed, first down. Woo! And then the second down, what are you doing then? Are you going to try to run it again, or a quick screen, or a little pass down the middle to Goddard? Like, what would you panic if the first 3 drive is 3 and out, and the Chiefs get the ball? Would you start saying, "Oh my God, this is about to be a blowout"?
I would start saying, "This better not be the same game plan." Period. Because that's what it is. If you're trying to do different things, like you said, if we're trying to run the ball, it's just not getting. If you do what you do, another thing that helps the 2 best things that help young quarterback is run the ball and throw to your tight ends. If you notice, when we were moving the ball, scoring a touchdown to Ertz, Goddard catching that ball, having a 30-something yard reception, he was throwing to his tight ends, and we just need to run the ball. I think on that one play, on that one drive, we ended up running the ball. That was the time Miles Sanders had that run that he broke, and then we threw it to Goddard, and then we threw it to Ertz for a touchdown. So if that one drive should tell you what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? Run the ball, hit the middle of the field with your tight end, and then hit somebody else on the house. I don't know, man. We just need to get the tight ends more involved, and we got 2 top 10 tight ends, my guy. They need to get the ball more. I thought at least 5 and 5, or 6 and 4, or something like that. They need like 10 receptions between the 2 of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Miles Sanders needs 20 touches or 15 touches, and give Gainwell 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it like in that. So that's what I said. 10 touches between the tight ends and 25 touches between the two running backs. That's what 35 touches running or throwing to the tight end, and then whatever other plays give to the tight end. I mean the receivers.
Look, my first 3 plays to start this game. My first one will be tight end screen. Yo, I let them come in. I let them come in, dump it off. Hey, get them going early. And then the second play, a running back screen to Miles Sanders, because you already know that the Chiefs are going to come. They're going to be aggressive. So one way to beat that blitz, that aggressiveness, is to start throwing screens. Let them come in. A little bubble screen could go a long way, could go 15, 20 yards. It's the same thing on the opposite side to your running back. And then the third play, run the ball up the middle, because now they were like, oh, man, they might do a little screen again, or they might start throwing again. So they're going to start easing off a little bit. But I just want to see a balanced game plan. I don't want to see 45 runs. I know we want to see the run, but if it's not working and we need to score, we need to if it's working now. If you ain't broke, don't fix it until the defense adjusts. You know what I mean? But still, you still got to keep it balanced.
And defense is going to expect us to pass, so this would be the game to come out and start heavy run. They didn't watch the last 3 games and realize that you do not give the ball to your running back.
No.
Not
at all.
That is an advantage for you. Now go back to your RPO, because remember when we were running RPO so well with Nick Foles, who can't even run?
Can't run, but everybody was still fooled by it. I don't know how people was getting fooled by the RPO, but you know why? They didn't see it a lot from the Philadelphia Eagles, because Carson Wentz did not run the RPO as well as Nick Foles did. Yeah. But when Nick Foles came in, he was cooking them up. And then the RPO just started working, and he was going deep to Alshon Jeffries, Torrey Smith.
That's how you open them up, open all those playmakers up. Because, like you said, we had Nick Foles running a good. I think Jalen Hurts can run a good RPO, especially when you got Gainwell and Miles Sanders back there. Option. One time you give it to Gainwell, next time you give it to Sanders, next time you give it to Gainwell, next time you're running yourself. Then go back to it. Back and forth. Just keep doing that. As long as you're moving the chains, just keep doing it. And then that's going to open it up, because that's going to pull everybody in the box. And now you got these one-on-one coverages on the outside. I'm telling you, those guys are too fast out there to even get stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you got to play to your strengths. You're not playing to the strengths of your offensive skill position players.
Yeah. I'm running all 3 downs.
Yeah.
And if it works, and look, if it worked the first quarter, we need to run the first quarter, because we need to keep the Chiefs defense on the field for at least a good 6-7 minutes in the first quarter. And then, hey, even if Patrick Mahomes go down there and score quick, guess what? Get another 6-7 minutes, play drive. Just keep running. The defense is going to get tired out. So, and then it's going to have to be back and forth. And then it's going to take one big turnover, which I feel like that we could do it. We could do it. I think that
Patty Mahomes been giving up a lot of turnovers. That Chiefs offense in general has been giving up a lot of turnovers the last couple of days. And last couple of games. But you can't say it was against the Ravens and San Diego, who are 2 pretty good teams. But San Diego got beat by the Cowboys, didn't they? So
yeah, by a last-minute field goal with with 2 turnovers, a couple of bad calls from the refs. Yeah, I mean, it happens. But look,
I feel like our team is still a lot more talented. Now, I know our line's going to be struggling, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as we think it's going to be, because I think Herbert's going to be ready to play. You know what I'm saying? Herbert came into the same situation last game that Dickerson came in the game before, when he had to come in not expecting to play. You know what I'm saying? But after a good week of practice, as long as Dickerson could get out there, get healthy again, get back up, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had to switch positions. He was taking a little bit of a beating too. He's getting used to things. But I think Dickerson's going to be fine on that left side, and then getting Herbert in on that right side. And then, hey, Dillard, keep playing like you played, and our offense is definitely going to be fine, man. Hey, shout out to the 20 in the chat. Please hit that like and subscribe to the network, BIRDGANG Nation Sports Media. We are on the road to 100. You know what I'm saying? We got 80. So we need some more subscribers. So if you guys have not subscribed, the link is in the chat and it's in the description. Also subscribe to my co-host, Mr. JC Eagle Talks. His link is in the chat and inside of this descriptions, and mine as well. If you haven't subscribed to me, hey, BIRDGANG 31 channel, we are both growing. We both are over 1K, working on 2K now. So, you know, we're all growing as a family here at BIRDGANG Nation Sports Media. And make sure you go hit that subscribe like as well. Like the videos on all pages, because this is all on 8 different social media platforms. So make sure whichever one you're watching from, you go ahead and hit that like. I see a bunch of Facebook likes up there. We got like 10 of them up there. So much love to the Facebook crew. If you're on Facebook on one of our regular pages, you can also add our Facebook group that we stream live in daily, and that is BIRDGANG Nation Sports Media Facebook group. So hey, much love to all you guys. We love putting out this good content for you guys.
Yeah, I see Richard in here. Hey, he's always in my chat. You know, one of my best, you know, one of my many best subscribers. So we always chatting, you know, even on Facebook, man, just talking about what we want to see, what, you know, the game plan should be. So shout out to you, Richard.
Let's do a little thing called do's and don'ts.
Okay.
So what should we do and what shouldn't we do on offense, and what should we do on defense, and what shouldn't we do on defense? So I'll let you go first.
All right. So do first, right, on offense, and don't do on offense, and then do on defense and don't. Okay. Do on offense, score a lot of points.
Oh my God. That's obvious, JC.
Okay. All right. So do on offense, right? We need to run the rock. Run the rock with every available running back that's dressing that day. Hey, if Boston Scott dressing, put him in. You know, if Jalen Hurts legs work, make him run. If Miles Sanders is balling, run him. Gainwell, run him. It's because they all have different speed. They all have different, you know, agility. Like if Boston Scott, for as smart as he is, he still could, you know, he still could get through them holes pretty fast. So I want to see everybody that's available to run, that's able to run, your legs is working, and you're active, everybody's running. All right, so how many do's on offense?
You can just do one. Just a do and a don't.
Okay, all right, and the don't turn the ball over on a short field. We cannot afford to turn the ball over on a short field. If you turn the ball over, you know, on their side, probably the 20, 30-yard line, I could live with that a little bit than if you turn it over on our side, because then the defense is in a bad spot just to start off with. So don't turn the ball over, period. But if you are, it better be past the 50-yard line on like the 40-yard line or something on their side.
Okay, I'll go my offense do's and don'ts. My offense do is get Quez the ball. You can go back to the first time I even started making videos on this YouTube thing 3 months ago. I was talking about Quez looks good. I think he might be our best receiver, but he definitely needs to move up that depth chart, and he's done that. So get the man the ball. Until anybody else can prove that they can show up and show out like Quez is doing, get him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Let it be the Quez show for now until someone else can show. You know, that's just going to push them a little bit harder to make them want to get the ball more. So why not? The one guy that you're doing the best receiving out of our receivers is not getting the ball thrown to him very often. So, but we're force feeding it to these guys that aren't doing that great. You know, I love Devontae Smith, but the Slim Reaper is not reaping nobody right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so until he can adjust to the game, make Quez the star receiver. That's what I'm going to say for my dues. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get Quez, you know, the ball. Because like I said, his best games, what? 117, 2 catches? What would happen if he threw him 6 balls? You know? Is he pulling up 200 yards? Is he pulling up 300 yards? It's possible. We don't know.
So that means that you want to throw the ball in instead of the run.
No, run. But that's what I'm saying. We have that type of receiver like Quez where if you start running the ball, he's going to get open to have those 3-4 catch games for 200-something yards like Deshaun Jackson used to do. So not that we throwing the ball more, but get him the ball more, like more than 2 times. Give him like 4 receptions or 5 receptions. That's not a lot. You know,
right.
and if I don't not run the ball. You
Don't
know, don't do it again. We did it 2 games in a row now, and we done got beaten handedly. Do not stick to your game plan, Nick Sirianni. Switch it up this game, and do not just pass. You know, we had Dougie P. That's how Dougie P got fired, man. So unless you want to be in an unemployment line like Dougie P is, stop all this passing the ball every game. We don't have the team for it, and it's not, productive for our offense to do that. So those will be my 2 do's and don'ts for this week against Kansas City. Now let's jump over to the defensive side.
All right. I need do blitz because that guy right there, his play calling is exotic. If you give Pat Mahomes time with this guy being his coach, Big Red, we are about to get eaten alive. So I want to see blitz and sacks. Like they need to blitz. So do blitz and don't give up the deep ball. Do not let Tyreek Hill get behind you. Do not let Tyreek Hill get behind, because the minute he get behind you, guess what? Now our defense just start playing back a little bit more, and Kelsey's going to eat in the middle. Hardman is going to eat in the middle. I mean, everybody's going to eat because we going to play so far back that we going to be in a bad spot. So don't let Hill get behind you, and they need to blitz or Big Red is about to be, he about to feast.
Yeah. So my dues for defense. I was gonna say, but you already said, what was your due again? Blitz.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something different. My dues on defense is to play some different coverages. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see different coverages. Like, it's not always about just the blitz. I mean, I want different formations. You know what I'm saying? You said we're 3-4 and 4-3. I want to see you mixing that up throughout the duration of the game. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, fake some more disguise coverages. I want to see more, more exotic stuff happening on defense, not the same generic stuff we've been watching. You know what I'm saying? I also do want to see more blitzing from everybody, though, not just linebackers. I want to see blitzes from safeties. I want to see blitzes from corners. I want to see blitzes from linebackers. Like, I want to see all-out blitzes, too, sometimes. When you know they're going to run the ball, all-out blitz on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to get to Patty Mahomes, like you said, because he is a weapon on his legs are a weapon. And, that pressure up the middle, that's all they're doing is running to the outside. Pollard had some good runs last week to the outside. I think Dak ran a couple of times to the outside because that pressure's coming from right up the gut. So we're pressuring right up the gut. I need to see those blazes off the end, to lay the wood on Mr. Patty Mahomes, because once he gets pressured too much, he's not that good. You know what I'm saying? Ever since the Super Bowl, that was the whole blueprint to stopping Pat Mahomes in that offense. You get to him, it's a wrap. So if we can get to them often and early, I think that help our defense and help stop them. Don't just sit in your zone. Period. I know it prevents receivers from having big games or whatnot, because it's been working in terms of the elite receivers and tight ends. But don't just sit up there the whole time. You need to go up and press somebody sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit in that two shell defense the whole game and think that's gonna be fine because you're preventing stuff. We need to stop being a preventing team. Let's call these plays to prevent Jalen Hurts from having mistakes. Let's not be too exotic for our quarterback or too exotic for our defense. No, those times are over. You run your whatever you think you need to run. I don't even care what it is. Do whatever it takes. Run whatever you need to run. And if I'd rather see those guys fail because you tried something new than to see them fail while you're doing the same thing. So,
yeah, I mean, like I said, this is probably going to be the best offense we face by far, because both of their top weapons are probably 1-1 in the league, or 1-2 in the league, because Devontae Adams could probably be the best wide receiver. But I'm telling you right now, but Tyreek Hill, hey, I seen him put over 200 yards in the first half against the Bucks last year. I mean, over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. This guy could be a nightmare, a matchup nightmare. Who would you put on Tyreek Hill since we on this? Whew.
I'm doubling them.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna go ahead and put Nelson on him. He's quicker. And let Hartman play Slade play Hartman because they're both fast though, man. To be honest, I was trying to give, but the Cheetah's a little bit more faster, so I'll put the faster one, Nelson, just like kind of like we did last week. Let Hartman play against Slade and let Nelson play against the Cheetah over there with some help over the top. Hopefully, like I think our secondary would even get helped out a lot more if McLeod finally plays, man. Like I thought he was playing last week. Now, if you got like Nelson with McLeod over the top of the Cheetah, I think we can shut him down. You know what I'm saying? I think he won't be that much of a factor, you know. And then you need go ahead and play Maddox on Kelsey early, like Pitts type of guy. I think we did that both weeks. Last week. Did we do that last week too with the tight end? We let Maddox play him.
What, against the Cowboys?
Yeah.
But they killed us. So if he was playing it, I didn't notice. Because the tight end was the only one that beat us. Schultz and Jarwin.
But that was more because they were just eating up our zone, man.
I mean, that's how we stopped Kittle and Pitts the first 2 weeks with the same defense. But I guess this quarterback and their running back, they went right through.
They do a lot of off-schedule plays. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like the play might have been there, but Patty Mahomes don't see no one open. Those guys just start running around anyway. You know what I'm saying? They try to find the open spot. They just run around to get an open spot. That's what good receivers do. So, yeah, we're going to have to be on our A game, man. I'm a little worried about it a little bit. But I think we are good enough, and it's time for Big Red to catch that L, man. This guy right here, he's right here. Big Red has beat us every game since he's left Philadelphia. Every game. And I love Big Red. He's the best coach the Eagles ever had. But he ain't been here for a long time now, and he consistently beats us. So I think we need to, stand strong at home and take Big Red down.
Oh, I forgot about this. If he win one more game, he's the only coach in NFL history to win 100+ games with 2 different organizations. Oh, my God. If he happened to win this game on Sunday at Philly, what is a more special place to get your 100 and make history? And the city that lets you go. I forgot about that. Because they lost back-to-back games. So, and he need one more game to get 100. Oh, I forgot about that.
It's not going to be this week, guys. It's not going to be this week. Please don't, We seen what happened when Dallas was celebrating last week. All these guys going into the Ring of Honor and stuff. They came out and played some lights-out football.
Yeah.
So let's beat Andy Reid and tell him, not on us, Reid. But next week, we'll all be cheering for you in Kansas City, my guy.
I forgot about that, man. Yo, back-to-back weeks, making history, man. That would not be good. Wow, I forgot about that. God, that just
great. That's good. That's great. I don't even want that to happen. I mean, imagine you said it now, because now I'm not even thinking, dang, they're going to probably play hard, because he's probably going to be pushing that the whole week, too. Why not do it for me in my old home state, Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying, the place where it all started. Man, that would suck so much. I'll be so mad.
Oh, man.
If you went there, man. That'd be horrible. Imagine you even said it. Now I'm even thinking about the whole game plan all over again. I'm like, man.
I'm sorry, man. But look.
Extra incentive.
I would put Slade on Hill, especially if you say that he has help. So why not put a more physical guy on Tyreek Hill? Because with our defensive line pushing up to Mahomes' face, he might not have that much time to launch it. You know what I mean?
I think Hartman might eat up freaking Nelson because he's bigger.
But why can't we have 2 safeties? Like, why can't we play 2 over the top?
Well, we can, but I'm just
so I'm just saying.
I'm just saying for those shorter routes, it's less of a matchup there because Hartman's shorter. Nelson's shorter. So did you see what happened when San Diego was playing them? Those tall receivers they got over there, which I think we're really going to struggle against, but that's a whole nother game. After watching that game, it's going to be hard to stop those guys. All 3 of them are like 6'5". It seemed like where all what's his name's doing is throwing high balls, and it's like Herbert's doing is throwing high balls, and it doesn't matter who's guarding them. They're just right there. They can put their arms up and catch the ball, man. And that's how Hartman is. So that's why I want a taller receiver on Hartman. That's why I think Slate, they're both fast, so that part is out of the question. Either way, you got speed. Because Hartman is almost as fast as Cheetah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's pretty fast. But the fact that Slade's taller, I'll go ahead and put him on Hartman. And then, kind of neglect that. Nelson's more Cheetah size anyway. So.
Because remember, they did put Slade on CD. They did play him on CD now. And then
because I don't think they switch sides. I think they do side to side. Like whoever's on what side, so whatever receiver comes on what side, that's where they stay on. Like if you notice, Slade didn't move. Every time they motioned, whoever was on his side across the screen, he didn't go with them.
Yeah, but I mean, I saw Slade on CD a couple times.
I saw a lot of plays where Slade was just the end of the line. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no one there. He's probably covering the tight end off the line of scrimmage, but that was it. He was just on that one side, and they had both receivers on the other side. And I'm like, well, who's covering the other guy if you're leaving Slade on that side? Like that's not smart defense either.
I mean, Anthony Harris last game had 14 tackles. Like
he's a beast,
solo,
man.
But he had 14 tackles. Singleton had 10. Hargrave had 6. Everybody else was like 6'5", 4 foot. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Anthony Harris is going to play a big part this upcoming Sunday, especially if McLeod is back. It's going to be those two guys. But if he's not back and Epps is back there, but Epps did good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't get cooked.
Epps got heart. That's why I like Epps. He got heart. You know what I'm saying? He'd throw his body out there. I remember when he went up squared up with Zeke like that. I'm like, dang, you brave. Did you not see what happened to Kayvon when he tried that? Like you brave. But if Epps got heart, I like this aggressiveness and tackling. So I'm gonna say, like, if Epps had to play, like I haven't really been disappointed with him playing right now. Just like Maddox, I've came into the season thinking he was gonna be a weak link, and he's definitely been covering pretty good out there. We need our linebackers because who's gonna be covering Kelsey?
I don't know.
Davion, if he comes back, I'll throw Davion on him.
But wait, Davion ain't coming back, man.
It said he was full participation.
Yeah, he was, but I would not make that his first game action, like to cover that guy. No, I mean, I'll put Maddox. Like, I'll do the exact same thing we did. Just try to minimize the damage because he's the nickel. So what? I mean, are they going to play 3 wide receivers a lot? I mean, I don't see them playing 3 wide receivers a lot.
Who's that third receiver again? Pringle?
I think it's either Pringle or somebody like that. So, and I don't see them playing 4, just 4, including Kelsey, just 4 wides a lot. So I see them running the ball with Elaire, and they're probably just trying to run the same offense that they've been running. It's going to be up to us to see if we could stop it, and then they might adjust then. But I'll put Maddox. I do the exact same kind of defense, shadow him a little bit, have Anthony Harris right then and there with him, and have Epps over the backside helping out Hill.
Will you run more 3-4 this game?
But see, the thing is, we don't know how much they've been practicing 3-4 because
they've been practicing the whole offseason.
Nah, I mean,
they said they're gonna run both.
Well, some people that I talked to that look at the Eagles practice was like, hey, yeah, once in a while, but do we have all the healthy personnel to be able to run a 3-4?
Well, that's why I've said we need to run the 3-4. Put Milt Williams at the end, put Fletcher Cox at the end, and leave Hargrave in the middle.
Okay.
I think your 4 linebackers would be Kerrigan, stand-up linebacker. You know what I'm saying? You can even have Sweat as the other stand-up linebacker. And then I have your 2 boys, Singleton and Wilson in the middle.
I mean, look, that's a possibility. But the Philadelphia Eagles, I've never seen them run a 3-4. So, I mean, so if they do run a 3-4, I'll be shocked. Andy Reid will be shocked. A lot of people will be shocked.
I'm just saying, like, if you're running that, you can blitz from more different locations, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You could blitz with your 2 linebackers or fake the blitz. Hey, have 2 linebackers run up, and then as soon as the ball is snapped, and just drop them back. And then now the offensive line is all confused. So maybe, but we'll see. But I did bring it up last night, on my podcast. I was like, hey, maybe we should run a 3-4. But I have never seen them run a 3-4. We are a 4-3 type of team. We've always been.
Because then if you do it too, you can even do that. Or you can let Milton stay in the middle and put Hargraves on the outsides, with Fletcher Cox on the outside. And you still got enough stoutness, to hold up against the run pretty well because those big boys are still be on the line. And then, like I said, do the same thing with the linebackers to just let them roam. I've been seeing a lot of Johnson on the field too, that linebacker that was a DN. I've seen him play a lot on defense this year so far.
So how about, the first half, we see how the game is going. And then the second half, we come out in a 3-4. That would really throw them for a loop. Because, because the whole first half they've been playing the 4-3, offense, they go in the locker room, hey, this is what we see. This is what we see. And now you come out, you change it up on them. And you run a 3-4 in the second half. And now they're all confused. Now they got adjust on the fly. And we might have the advantage then. But I definitely will start with 4-3 and see.
That's what I thought the whole point of them talking about it and even practicing was to do during the game. Switch up on them to make them not know what you're going to be doing. Like all this talk that you're talking.
See, I think it's harder to switch your defensive game plan mid game.
Not if you practice.
Yeah, practice is different than the real thing. Hey, you can practice. Hey, try to cover a Tyreek Hill and practice and use
you use Quez.
Shoot, faster than Quez. What's that one little dude that was so fast, man? Returning punts. Man, we all wanted him to return. Yeah, Killing. If you use Killing,
still on our team anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he probably got picked up, but I'm telling you right now, that's the only person that you're going to practice.
Quez, I think Quez would be a good comparison, but Quez is just taller.
But Quez got run down too, also.
But that was just more angle and.
I think
you've seen how fast Quez was when he put up the deuces. Like Quez can do. I think he'll be a good replica for the deep ball. Like other than that, I don't know who else. Like Rager's fast for like the stuff over the middle. Yeah, but he's not too fast.
Hey, you could practice Quez if you want, but Tyreek on the field, man, people. Hey, do you really think that people do not try to practice? Hey, you're Tyreek Hill this week.
But not everybody got that fast receiver.
Hey, the practice squad. Hey, we don't know who's on their practice squad. You are Hill this week. And they come into the game, and Hill's like this, like, damn. We try to practice all week for it.
If Killins is not picked up, let's go pick him up for the week, throw him on the practice squad. He could be Tyreek Hill for the week.
Well, the week is almost over, and tomorrow is Thursday. So I don't know. I don't know if we didn't start Monday night after the game. We should have started that Monday night. And tomorrow is Thursday. So look, I don't know what kind of. Hey, we just got to see, man. We just got to see how defense come out, how offense come out. But I think that the offense gonna have to set the tone for the defense this week, because last week the defense can't seem to get off the field. So why not? If you win the toss, I would receive. I would say, let's go. I would just take the ball and run down there on
run the whole first
drive, 6-minute drive, and get my touchdown. And now defense is energized. I'm telling you, the defense feed off the offense.
Yeah.
So, and why not just change it up a little bit? Because the past 3 weeks, hey, we've been, I think, kicking the ball off first.
Yeah. I do like getting the ball back at halftime.
I do too, but we're not winning. So, I mean, yeah, if we was winning, when things ain't working, you have to change it up a little bit. Now, this ain't the Falcons, because against the Falcons, yes, we did the exact same thing. We went down, we scored, we got the ball back, and I think we went down to score again. But this ain't the Falcons, against the 49ers. We gave them the ball. We went 3 and out, in our offense, I think, went down there and scored, or a 3 and out both teams went 3 and out. But I'm just trying to say, change it up. If you want to say, hey,
like change everything.
This is
coin
the
talk.
real
If we
game
call
right
it
here.
heads, call tails.
Yeah,
You know.
I know. Hey, the Chief defense is not that good. I mean, they are number 32 ranked passing defense. So
remember,
I mean, the last time
we're
checked,
not doing this again. We're not talking about the defensive pass numbers no more. Because after the Niners didn't have no secondary at all, and then the Cowgirls were 31st, dropping one spot's not that big of a deal. We don't know how to pass, I guess. That's just making us look more stupid.
But it give us hope.
I guess every little bit, right? Because we're going to need a little bit of hope. So let's do a way too early score prediction for the game.
28-21. I'm not going to tell you who.
28-21.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go with 17-10.
I'm not going to tell you who, though. 17-10? Woo! That's a low-scoring game.
17-10.
Against an Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes team. All right. Mm-hmm. So the defense going to have about 4 sacks, 3 picks, 2 fumble recovers. All right. I like it.
Wait. I'm confused now. Because I said 17-10, and you already knew who I was talking about winning. But you're not saying who's going to win the game. Are you pulling a big play play on me?
I said 28-21, and I'm not going to tell you who's going to win until probably Friday night or Saturday. Who knows? Okay. But 2021, I think, is a good, solid game. I think it's might not going. Okay, I said it wasn't going to be a blowout last game, but it's going to be a blowout. But I don't think that this game is going to be a blowout because the way this team got embarrassed. If I know the Philadelphia Eagle players and the fans and just based on history, I know that they are going to come out there like ready. I'm telling you right now, the minute they walk off the field in Dallas, they wanted to play again because that's how embarrassed that they were. They wanted to go back out there again and restart this game and really show them exactly what the score or how close or a whole different results. Yeah, these guys got pride, man. I'm telling you, they got pride.
Yeah.
So
they got pride too, but they keep on making us say stuff that's not true on camera.
Hey. Look. Okay, so all right. So let me ask you this: if we drop this game, in the Panthers game, in the Bucks game, where are you at mindset wise? Are you panicking? Are you starting another?
That's all 6, right?
Well,
so we'd be 1-5.
1-5. Are you panicking? Are you asking Nick Sirianni, hey, you need to give up your play calling? Are you saying, hey, let's see what we have in Gardner Minshew? I mean, like, where's your mindset?
I think Jalen needs to play the whole year.
Okay.
Regardless, that's just got to happen, period. So Jalen has to play the whole year to figure out what we got in him. You know what I'm saying? Because we got Gardner Minshew if he wants to stick around next year. I think we have him for a couple of years anyway. And then there's some good quarterbacks in the draft if Jalen's not the guy. But I feel like Jalen's still the guy. I don't feel like he's just not.
Draft. What draft are you looking at? Good quarterback in the draft?
Yeah.
Hell no. There's no quarterback coming out this draft.
Spencer Rattler.
Probably that.
Slovis from USC, my guy.
Who? Nah, Chief.
Slovis, my guy. Go look him up. He's a beast. But no, I don't want any quarterbacks drafted. I don't want nobody. I just think Jalen Hurts just needs to get better and better. Help him. That's all you got to do, Nick, is help Jalen.
Agree.
Run the ball, play action off the run, roll him out, simple passes early, then let him open up later in the game. That's it. I feel like you said, we can just go out there and let us go run a game. One game, you know?
All right.
Go do a blueprint for you. Here you go, Nick. We're going to leave now, let you get back to doing it. We just wanted to show you what you need to do to win the game in the NFL.
All right, look. If we start off 1-5, I'm asking Nick to give up the play calling duties.
Yeah.
Because that's the
only
major change.
Just like you say you can't do it to Jalen, can you really do that to Nick?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, because he's not seeing the whole field. As a head coach, your job is to sit there and see the whole field, especially as a young head coach. You need to see the field and adjust on the fly. I mean, You can say, hey, office coordinator, this is not working. I'm watching this. I'm telling you, it's a whole different point of view when your job is to just watch the game compared to my eyes. Like I'm like this, like I'm calling plays and I can't really see because I'm getting ready for the next play. So so I can't make no adjustment that way, So I believe that at 1-5, he should give up the play calling and then and see if that works. And see if that works.
Yeah.
Look, if it don't work, then hey, you could always say, hey, let me try it again. At least put yourself on timeout or a day off or something.
A game.
On the plays.
Like the next game, you don't get to call the plays to see how different it is. And if it's the same, you can come back to call plays again. That game of sitting out will humble you a little bit, and maybe you want to try some new things out. Yeah. But 1-5, man, I swear I can't see it happening. The minimum we need to go in these 6 was 2-4. And I think if we still go 2-4 in these first 6, we are in good position to win a division and to make the playoffs still with the rest of our schedule. We're sweeping the Giants. I don't care what anybody say. The Giants are garbage. Washington's garbage.
Hey, the way we're looking, man, we ain't sweeping anybody right now.
But you guys, the bright side of us losing is
we don't know. We do not know what team we're going to see any given Sunday.
But
on our side, on our
potential, and like you take away those turnovers, there's like things that we could have won each one of those 3 games if we played some good teams.
But every team got potential. This is the NFL. Like the Giants, the
Giants
could have beat the Ravens. Wait, was it the Ravens or was it the Ravens needed a 66-yard field goal against the Giants or the Detroit? Was it Detroit?
Last week the Giants played Washington in the Garbage Bowl. And
no.
The week before the Giants played.
No, I think
they played Carolina, I thought.
No, the week before the Giants played the Redskins on a Thursday night game. But this past week, this past Sunday, I think they played the Ravens and needed a field goal, a 66-yard field goal, or was it that the Lions that pushed the Ravens to the brinks?
Yeah, I think it was something like that. It was not. They got beat up on last game. I don't think they were close in the game.
You got me curious here, man. Yo, I gotta see this, but
Google it up.
But look, hey, look. Another thing I would do is this. I would, if Barnett jump offside just one time, I'm benching him for the rest of the game. I don't care if he can
bench Sweat, you can bench Barnett. I don't know why that's such a discrepancy. You can bench Sweat and not play him very much, but you'll leave Barnett out there the whole time, and he's causing all this ruckus. So I think Sweat just needs to start. You said he was a starter. Like, why is he not starting?
I don't know. Yeah, the Giants did play the Falcons.
Yeah, and the Falcons won. And then the week before, they play, and the Falcons are garbage, and Washington's garbage. So they just lost to 2 garbage teams back to back.
Look, any given Sunday, man.
How they even? And then who they played the first week and lost to? Because they're 0-3.
At Carolina, I think.
Yeah, in Carolina, week 1. So you done lost to,
Yeah, but the Ravens needed a 66-yard field goal to beat the Detroit Lions, a team that we got to play this year. So that's what I'm saying.
Not that bad either. Carolina's not that bad. They're better than us.
That's what I'm saying. Any given Sunday.
Right now.
Could be any team.
That's why I don't even like being at the bottom of the barrel with the rest of these losers. It makes me feel like my team's a losing team. I don't feel that way. I didn't come into the season to feel that way. And I still feel like they have too much talent to be sitting here 1-2. Like, we could have beat both games. Like, the last 2 games we could have won if we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot. All these penalties, man. We can't keep having 13 penalties a game.
No, we cannot.
They got to stop. There's no excuse. All you guys are professionals. No excuse for all these penalties. Like, come on. If you, like, those 2 simple things, I think you are coming in you have better outcomes if you just took away those 2 things. If you took away the penalties, all the penalties that we've had the last 2 games, and you just ran the ball. If we did those 2 games, I wouldn't be shocked if we won one or both of those games.
I agree. I mean, yeah, we should definitely going into Dallas at least 2-0 or 3. Well, yeah, 2-0,
No,
right? Yeah,
yeah,
we should have went to Dallas 2-0.
we had
As
that
long as
Niners
we had,
game for sure.
yeah,
But the offense, that's the weakest link right now is our offensive play calling, our offensive scheme, whatever you want to call it. Our offense is the weakest link right now. And it's time for them to stop being so weak because they have a lot of explosive players. Both running backs are explosive. You got two of the best tight ends in the game. You got three of the fastest receivers in the game. It's like, come on. How are you really sucking that hard on play calling when you have all this talent? I don't understand it.
yeah.
Someone lied on his resume.
Well, I don't know because I watched the coach all last year, and he did pretty darn good because he wasn't the head coach, and that's why I said if we won in 5, I would have him give up a play calling because then he could see the whole field. He could see the whole field and not so focused on calling plays. His head is so deep in the playbook that the play is going
Maybe he
on,
should.
and he's trying to think for the other one.
Remember that time? What was that coach that ended up going to the He went up to the press box. Remember that year? Was it Reed that did that too? But Reed went to the press box for a year.
I don't know. No, Reed never went up. No, Reed always been on the sideline.
It was a coach, though. I remember he was one that called the
But for the Eagles?
No, it wasn't the Eagles. I think it was for the coach of the Chargers. That good coach from the Chargers. Schwartz or what's his name? Not Schwartz. Anyways, he took a year and he went up into the play box and he called the plays from up there as opposed to being on the field. That is a different view of the game. You know what I'm saying? On the field view as opposed to being up there view. I think, or one of them need to go up there. I think one of them should be up there, period. Like either Stetchen, get up there, get to the top. You know what I'm saying? One of you guys get off that sideline so you can actually see why you're calling.
He don't call plays though, so that's the wrong person. I need whoever is calling plays.
But they can still be there calling the play, but Stetchen will be there on top where you can see the defense. But actually, Nick, that's a bad play. We should do something different.
I mean,
because someone's blind. Someone needs some glasses. Somebody needs something. Like someone's not seeing the defense or not understanding what they're seeing with the defense. And I think someone needs to be high up there, or even if it's not them too, put one of these little assistants or apprentices, whatever. Go put them in a block box. Talk to him before you call the play. But like, what are you seeing up there? And, you got those little pads, those little iPad things to see it. But obviously, that's not good enough for you because it's after it's already done.
Yeah.
We already made the play. But have someone up there. I think Stetchen or Sirianni, even if it's just for one game, just go up there. Go up there and, like, look at it from that angle so you can see what we're seeing on TV. And maybe you can call some better plays. You're like, oh, that's why that didn't work. Okay, I see now from up here. It might work out. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, true. Yeah,
everything will work right now. Because I swear to before God.
All right, so look,
if he comes out with the same play calls this week.
So if Nick don't turn out to be our coach, would you want a veteran coach to come to this team? Because the last
talk about Nick been going yet. It's too early. It's just 3 games.
Hold on. Because the last guy that lasted 14 years in Philly was Andy Reid. Everybody else been a 2-year stint, a 4-year stint, a one and done. So I'm not saying that, but the most success it's Philadelphia had.
Yeah, Granzilla. That was who I was talking about.
Marty Schottenheimer.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, thank you. I love Grant. Grant is always in the chat. He is so helpful. He always comes up with good, questions and stuff. Hey, much love to you, my guy. You're always on it. He's on it for sure. We're going to have a double super fan freaking type of show for all you guys to get on there. Come holler at us. But yeah, man. What were you saying again?
If Nick don't pan out.
What
kind of coach do you want to come to Philly? Like
I feel like all the veteran coaches are losers now, so it's like no sense of going that route.
Losers?
They are. That's why they're veteran coaches.
That one. Yeah, I'll take Jim. I take Jim Caldwell. I take him in Philly.
What about the enemy in KC?
Who? Yeah. I'll take him too.
Even better. What about Deuce Staley?
I
You
never
didn't want
seen
to
him
do the
as
homer thing this year, so you
But-
went that whole, coach route to get that Frank Wright connection type this year. But you kept Deuce like you're, leading him on like he had a chance. Okay, you didn't do it with Deuce. Just the energy that Deuce would bring back to our team next year alone. And one thing about Deuce, he gonna run that rock.
That's not true. What do you mean? He was our running back coach last year. How much did we run the rock?
But he had no control over it then as a running back coach.
He still had a voice, a coach. We need to run the ball.
And he was saying in his press conferences we should run the ball more in his press conferences last year.
A matter of fact, he controls the running back usage. So at one time you see Miles Sanders, the next time you don't see him again. So I want to see Deuce at least as an OC before I see him as a head coach.
What about? Would you rehire Dougie P?
I would rehire
after a year off.
I would rehire Andy Reid.
Kansas City ain't giving rid of him. I think Andy's probably going to retire.
Dougie P, you know what? Look, I will give Dougie P another shot because I feel like his best coaching came with Nick Foles, somebody that was willing to listen because of his lack of ability. Like, he wasn't mobile. So he was willing to just throw the ball, just listen to what your coach is saying and trust the coach. This play is going to be open. That play is going to be open. Like, he didn't have to think.
You know why I said Dougie P? Go ahead.
And that's why I think that if we rehire Dougie P after a year off of him gathering his thoughts and his mind and say, you know what? I'm not mad at but bygone, be bygone, and let's see what I could do with a mobile quarterback. Now he's played, but we saw what he did with Jalen Hurts 2-3 games last year. We saw what he did. So I thought that he was going to stay, but especially he won the Super Bowl for us as a head coach. He got a statue outside. And then I just think it was just a whole power struggle thing. But is he going to be willing to come back and endure the exact same thing?
When you're an employee, I'm pretty sure you take any job.
I'm pretty sure he's getting paid somewhere. I'm pretty sure the Eagles are still paying him. I'm pretty sure about that.
And if you're still paying him, I will bring it back. My deal is like, just like that. You look at Andy Reid. We went 5 straight NFC championships. You know what I'm saying? And then that personal life stuff started happening. So it's like, it kind of went down there, like for a year or two. And then we got rid of him, right? When he went back to Kansas City, he rejuvenated himself. You know what I'm saying? He got smarter. He ended up getting the offensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, so he could just be the head coach. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying Dougie P and let him come back and be the offensive coordinator. Hell, bring Dougie P back as the head coach and leave Nick there to be his offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, hey, we could do that too.
But I don't want to give up on Nick yet. Like I said, Steichen has a great offense in San Diego. Maybe Steichen need to, open up his voice, and say, hey, okay, we've been doing this coach stuff, or your stuff for so long. Let me try it out for a little bit. Let me see what I can do. And actually let me do what I get paid to do, and that's be the offensive coordinator for a game or two.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, look, all right. This Sunday is going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. And on Monday, us Eagles fans are either going to be pulling our hair out or celebrating. So we'll see. A victory Monday.
In the chat, give us a hand sign if you think we're going to be pulling our hair out, or give us a thumbs up if you think we can go get this W this week. Let's see what everybody thinks here.
Thumb up, man. I mean, look, you cannot say that your team is going to lose. You have to at least have faith in your own team and say, you know what? Based on last week's results, we're going to come out a better coach team, a better balanced team.
Oh man,
The defense is going to be rejuvenated.
thumbs up.
Hargrave,
All right.
he's going to go get him a sack. Fletcher Cox was sick all last week, but we didn't know that, and he still caught. Had a little touchdown, dehydrated. I think that we are going to win this game, but I don't know. I didn't do my prediction yet. I said 28-21. Who knows? I don't know.
The way you said it was like that wasn't very confident that you thought we were going to win. You're like, I don't want to say who's going to win, but I'll give you a close score. So it's either, what's that?
Why not?
Hand, dang. We got some hands in here.
I'm telling you,
we got some hands in here.
Wait, did you say hands that we're going to lose or thumbs up and we're going to win?
Hands was supposed to be, we're going to be pulling our hair out.
Oh.
And the thumbs up are going to be, we're going to win the game.
Oh, okay. I mean, look.
Section.
Yeah. I think we'll be fine, man. I think we'll be fine. It'll be a close game either way. No blowouts.
Yeah. So that's what I said. What I said again? I said 17-10 Eagles this week.
Okay.
Birds will get off the snide and get that W back on the board. Be 2-2, going to Carolina. Hopefully we can go 3-2 there, and then it won't be as big of a deal, the Tampa Bay game. So that's how I'm predicting this next 3 games to work out for the Eagles. It can go the other way. Like I said, as long as we're 2-4, I don't care which combination of wins. That's really just one more win out of the next 3 games or something like that, 4 games. So 3 games. So as long as we can go 1 for 2 again, I guess, and be 2-4 by the end of this 6, I think we're still in good shape.
Yeah. Look, the whole Watson rumor should be thrown out the window because Watson is not waiving his no trade clause. So regardless how many picks we gonna give Houston, Watson is not waiving his no trade clause. So that's out the window. Period. Out the window. 35-13. God, holy.
For us?
Kansas City. Laundry day.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Laundry day. Always in the live with me, man. Hey, he keep me entertained doing the live stream on Sundays.
We're not losing this week. Not no 35-15. I feel like even if we lost, the score would just be – the teams would just be reversed. It'd be Kansas City winning 17-10. I don't think it's going to be another blowout.
Oh, we're running the ball at least 25 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we run the ball at least.
How many rushes do y'all think we're going to get? Yeah. 25. We need 25.
Yeah, at least.
Even 31. Why not? 31 carries this game. You know.
I mean, look. I mean, it's possible.
35-21 Eagles. I like that score.
Well, that's the Eagle chant. Eagles gonna go 15-2 until proven otherwise, right?
Right.
So,
and yeah, right. The rest of them 14-0 from here on out, my guy. 14-0.
Hey, it doesn't matter. He's not waiving his no trade clause. Grandizer, he's not waiving his no trade clause. So no matter what he wants, he's not coming to Philly. He don't want to come to Philly. He's reading all the rumors, and he know how Philly fans are. He's not waiving his trade clause.
I don't want no part of that, my guy.
You don't want no part of that.
No part.
No part. So I don't care.
Think how hard it'd be. Now tell me, were you really harassing them women?
Every day, the reporters, the fans is gonna make some T-shirts, like a 21 T-shirts, like number 21 for the. I mean, nah, man, we don't need that drama, man. We do not need that drama.
No, Watson. Start fresh. If we get another quarterback, we got to start fresh, I think.
Yeah.
But I think, guys, Jalen Hurts is going to come back. I still believe he's a dark horse MVP. He just became a little darker.
Yeah. Hey, it should be all right. Look, I think he's going to have a good game, a balanced game. I see us rushing for total with Hurts, Gainwell, Sanders. I see us rushing for a total of 160 to 180. 160 to 180 yards this game. Total now with Sanders, with Gainwell, and Hurts, and I see us only throwing for about 200 yards. I'll take it if we could rush
55-45. 55% of our plays be passes, 45% run.
Yeah.
So how many times opportunities we have? If you run the ball, I guarantee those opportunities go a lot higher. So I'm assuming that's what he's going to do. So yeah, I think 55-45. And that 45 star become more towards the third and fourth quarter. I really want the first quarter to be about the run game. Like for real, I just want it to be about the run game. You have some, like you said, there's so many different ways to run. You can throw it to, you can run to Miles Sanders, you can run it to, Gainwell, you can run it. Hurts can run it. Like I don't care. All of them just run first. That help out this offensive line out that's depleted right now. That help them out, and I think that'll be a way that we can cover some wounds up on that offensive line by running the ball. So that's what I think we need to do. That's what I'm hoping we do. And hey, best of luck to us. Yeah, we gonna need it. We gonna need it. We gonna need it.
I think that we would do a lot better than the fans think that we're gonna do.
Oh yeah,
like straight up. I think
the Chiefs are not playing that great this year. They're 1-2 too, guys. The same 1-2. Yeah, you could say the teams they lost to were better than the teams we lost to, but not really. Not really, actually. San Francisco's a pretty good team too. Yeah, Dallas is a good team.
Yeah, but they also, I think, 2-1, right? Because they lost to the Packers. Yeah, San Fran lost to the Packers, right? Yeah, so they 2-1 because they beat us and they beat the Detroit, and they lost to the Packers. So, but
Aaron Rodgers was coming off a loss too, a very bad game. Aaron off a bad game, he gonna play a little better.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I worry about. Patty Mahomes going off on us because he had a horrible game last week.
I mean, all right. We all have bad games, but it don't mean in that case, then hey, you should be afraid that Jalen Hurts is going to come out and ball out.
I want him
to. All right, so hey,
that's what I want.
You got the same confidence in Patty
Mahomes. So I got tired of saying it. I was like, this is Jalen Hurts' game. He's going back home. This is Jalen Hurts' game. But it hasn't been Jalen. But actually, Jalen Hurts threw for 329, even though you got to look at some of that's garbage time. He threw for more yards than Dak. You want to look at the silver lining?
Oh, man. Yeah.
All right, my guy. We are here at the 146 mark.
Yes,
it's been a great show. The midweek specials. Check us out every single Wednesday. We're going to come bring that Fire Eagles talk and talk about the game that was and the game that's on the way up next. So, you know what I'm saying? Any final words? Let everybody feel a little good about it on the way out, though.
Look, we should feel great. I'm telling you right now, the Philadelphia Eagles, as long as I've been an Eagles fan, they have always responded. They always respond. We playing at home. They know the last time we played at home, we stunk it up. Nick Sirianni been hearing how bad he's been all week. This team, I feel like, is going to bounce back. It's going to bounce back in a big way. So there's no need to hang our heads and say, oh my God, the Chiefs is coming in town and all that stuff. I don't care. They're just another team in our way.
And it's our house.
Yeah, they're just another
team. Nobody come kicking in our door.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But, hey, I'm not afraid of the Chiefs. I never been afraid of the Chiefs because I feel like if we would have won last week, yes, we said that the week before too, but the way we lost this past Monday, it leaves a sour taste in the player's mouth. And I promise you that if they could go back out that same night and start over again, it would have been a different result. So I think we'd be in great shape. Have faith, Philly. Have faith. All you fans out there, do not be jumping off. And you're either you're on or you're off. But
we already left the port. The boat already sailed.
So if
you're jumping off, you're committing suicide. You committing suicide, straight up.
So yeah,
no jumping off no more.
Yeah,
we ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And much love to the rest of y'all still in the chat. We still got 15 in here. We are about to wrap it up. And until next week, check us out on our pages. Like I said, like this video on the way out. Go like it on the media page, on the Bird Gang page, on JC's page. Go like it everywhere tonight before you catch your next live or next video that you like to watch here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We're working hard to give you some great Eagles content. And, let's keep supporting us as we grow. But make sure you go subscribe to all of our channels, especially the network channel. We're trying to get that network channel really booming. We got some great content going on. And also tonight at 10 o'clock, the network have Moochie Robinson is going to be on the network. So make sure you go check out his show. Another great content creator. And, yeah, like I said, hey, we're going to win this game, not in our house, this week. So we're going to leave with that. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds. Hey, you already know the deal.
Go Birds.
Welcome to the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media Show. Repping the greatest team of all time. Let's go! Bird Gang 31, he be the host with the most. We going deep, burning teams. They ain't nothing but toast. It's in your rest there. Sirianni put me in coach, running like Miles Sanders till I bump my head on the post. Touchdown! Yeah, that's coming. Devontae's crazy route running. Jalen hurting them, throwing lasers to Rager, young gunning. Come on! On the D side, we ride, sack him with Fletcher, lay him out on the stretcher. No one can protect you. Watch Darius lay him, shutting down your routes. Come on. In my green John, eating Philly cheesesteaks. Put up your cups, wings up, if you can relate. Tailgating at the link like Gangsta Stride. To the Bird Gang Nation, that's worldwide. On Sundays, catch the pre and post game. Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat, the man in motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk. Hitting